Back with you here on Listens Live, we have Yamiley Antoine, a forensic interviewer, also an associate director for Family and Children's Place. Thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me.
We mentioned before the break a little teaser that we'll talk about later that you guys are actually hiring right now,
yes.
Which is always exciting, especially if folks are sitting at home or know someone who's looking for a job and wants to work somewhere important.
Absolutely, yes.
Speaking about the important work that you do, for folks that maybe don't know what a child advocacy center even is, how do you explain it to them?
Sure. So our Child Advocacy Center is a child-friendly place where we serve kids of all ages by conducting forensic interviews for any reported or suspected abuse. And we also conduct or have medical services, and those are done by doctors specialized in the area.
Yamiley, how big of a issue is this in our community here at home?
Unfortunately, here in the state of Kentucky, we are seeing the rate of abuse going higher every day. Unfortunately, you know, it's something that it's increasing across the country, and that's why, you know, the work at the Child Advocacy Center is so important, so we can help kids find their voice.
You know, if we had an answer as to why, you would think, well, maybe we could put a stop to it, but is there a why? Are you guys, why is this happening so much more prevalent than it used to?
That's a fantastic question. It is a very difficult question to answer because there's so many different factors, and so you know, we are lucky to be able at the Child Advocacy Center to work with a multidisciplinary team that helps us navigate through the situations with these families and kids.
What are those moments like when you have a child comes through and you know that they need the services you provide, and you're able to help them on a personal level, and for you and the other folks who work there, or those who may be wanting to work there for the new positions? Can you talk about what those moments are like when you're able to help someone?
So I've been doing this work for about 7 years. I love what I do, and we do have a wonderful team who's incredibly dedicated to helping these families and our kids that come through. It's really, what they've gone through is very difficult, but we do a wonderful job in helping them, like I said, with different services and helping them find their voice.
Talked about that wonderful team, so we got to talk about maybe the potential to join that team.
Absolutely, yes.
What are the positions you guys are looking to fill as we head into the summer months?
So we are hiring for an intake coordinator, a family advocate, and a forensic interviewer, / mental health therapist, and a therapist as well.
Can you walk me through kind of what some of these positions, what are you looking for if folks are out here watching today and think, well, am I qualified for this? What exactly are you looking for?
So each position has different requirements. Everybody can find those on our website at familyandchildrensplace.org. But we really want somebody who's dedicated, who has a passion to work with kids, and who's willing to give it 100%.
We're looking at the website here, the phone number, and ways that you can get involved. How is let's say I'm a potential candidate, what's the process like for these folks who are maybe going to be onboarded? What's the hiring process like?
So they can apply through our website or through Indeed, and then we review those applications, and then we contact the person directly, the applicant directly, to schedule a phone screen and then a group interview so they can meet the team and we can, you know, ask questions and all that. So
when you meet someone who maybe is the perfect candidate and they're wondering if this is the right fit, how do you explain to people, hey, this is important work we're doing, this is a team that you've got to join? Well, how do you talk to them about what they'll be doing when they join? So
it's a training process. You know, all the positions have their different types of training, but we all, like I said, work as a team to make sure that everybody gets what they need through their training and observation and, you know, different things. So.
On the flip side, when we talk about people who need the resources or who maybe know someone and they want to refer, how many of these type of child advocacy centers do we even have in our area? So we have 15 advocacy centers in Kentucky. In the state of Kentucky, we here in Jefferson County have one, which is Family and Children's Place, and we serve the surrounding counties, and we also have one in southern Indiana. What do you want people to know if they're watching this and they think, hey, you know, I suspect that there's someone who might need this. How can people reach out to you all?
So we encourage them to reach out to either law enforcement or Child Protective Services, as they are the ones that give us the referrals for the services.
Okay. Yeah. And then the spot on Zane Street, if people have not been down there before, or have never seen what the centers are like,
sure.
Can you talk about what it's like in there?
It's a very safe place. It's very child-friendly. We also have a therapy dog. Her name is Emmy, and she's wonderful.
That's the star, right?
Yes, she is. You know, kids love her, and she's good for our staff too. So, but yeah, it's very welcoming, and everybody's willing to help each other out. So,
isn't it wild the impact that animals can have on our mental health,
yes.
and just your day-to-day? It's they're
really
like family members.
They are. Yes, she really is.
What would you like people to know, maybe that I haven't asked you today, something that is an important message that you want to make sure people hear?
We are a wonderful organization, and if they want to come and work with us to help kids empower and give them a voice to empower them, then we are the place to come. So.
What are some of the things that you've talked about, some of the resources about, what is a child advocacy center, but for those that maybe still aren't getting it, they said, why does this even exist? We got about a minute left.
So we help kids find their voice again. When they've been through really difficult situations, we're there to help them, to help the family navigate what the next steps are if something has happened to them, help them find resources that they need, like counseling services or different options throughout the community.
Well, Yamiley, the work that you guys do is obviously very important. Joining the team is almost something that somebody probably has a calling for, and maybe one of those positions. So we'll pop up the website one more time. I want to show where folks can go if you want to call the number, if you want to head to the website. And remember, there are how many positions? Is it 4 total?
4, yes.
4 total if you want to join some important work being done by the Family and Children's Place. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
And thank you to everyone out there for joining us here for Listens Live. We hope that you'll join us tomorrow as well. See you tomorrow.